Oxalates are a toxic acid that plants produce to protect themselves, and are abundant in these foods. Oxalic acid is corrosive and toxic, and can dissolve rust, making it an effective but hazardous industrial cleaner. Very small amounts of oxalates are produced endogenously in the human body as waste products from metabolizing various substances like proteins and vitamin C. The problem comes when we get too many oxalates exogenously from our diet. Our body becomes overrun with these acids, wreaking havoc on our health. There are many health conditions associated with high levels of oxalate in the body. Things like cancer, autistic spectrum disorders, arthritis, fibromyalgia, mitochondrial disorders, kidney stones, and most notably gut issues like leaky gut, which can worsen these health issues even more. You see, the body has no use for oxalates, and we do not have the ability to break them down. Our kidneys are designed to get rid of small amounts of oxalate, but while traveling through the bloodstream, these oxalates can migrate and get stuck in other parts of the body, especially if we overwhelm the kidney's ability to filter them out. When we consume foods with oxalates, they combine with minerals in the body, forming tiny microcrystals that have a tendency to grow bigger. Think of it like swallowing a bunch of tiny microscopic shards of glass. They can grow into kidney stones or even spread through the bloodstream, ending up in virtually any part of the body, causing damage to the specific area they accumulate in. There are soluble and insoluble oxalates, both of which have different effects in the human body. One binds with calcium, which forms the basis of all kidney stones, and the other travels through the bloodstream, causing all-around systemic toxicity. Most of the oxalate in our bodies is calcium oxalate, which is the main component in kidney stones and the plaque buildup in your arteries. There is no way to tell if you are sensitive to oxalates. People will often go asymptomatic until they end up with kidney stones or chronic health issues. And most of the time, mysterious lingering pain throughout the body will go misdiagnosed as fibromyalgia or carpal tunnel without any knowledge as to why the pain is actually occurring. This is because oxalates insidiously bioaccumulate in the body over time without you even knowing it. It would take many weeks, even months, to completely detox them from your system. Unlike other plant toxins, oxalates are the silent killer that'll affect you later in life. The biggest thing people need to understand is that even with healthy kidneys, oxalates can be toxic in small and large quantities. Even a mild elevation in blood oxalate can cause bioaccumulation in your tissues over time. Even when oxalates don't form into crystals, they can still do damage to your cells by causing oxidative stress, leading to cellular death. Simultaneously, they also deplete our body's natural antioxidant, glutathione, allowing oxidative stress to do even further damage. Oxalate crystals have been shown to be a direct cause to leaky gut because they have the ability to penetrate the lining of our gut. Oxalates act as what's called an antinutrient. When they bind with calcium, they can prevent their absorption by up to 100%, rendering all the calcium you just ate useless, like you didn't even eat it at all. It also steals other minerals like magnesium and iron, potentially leading to nutrient deficiencies. Overeating vitamin C can also produce more oxalates within the body. You only need around 90 milligrams a day, and not only are many plant foods high in oxalates, but they are also very high in vitamin C, giving you double the oxalate bomb. Just look at how 1 cup of apple juice can already give you more vitamin C than you need for the day. Animals that eat a lot of oxalates, like cows, sheep, goats, and horses, produce an enzyme in their bodies called oxalobacter formagenes, which breaks down oxalates very efficiently. Humans do not possess this ability, and even with the bacteria in our gut, we can only break down small amounts of oxalate. The presence of Oxalobacter formagenes in the gut microbiome of humans is very rare and likely diminished due to advancements in Western medicine and socioeconomic development. Oxalates are primarily absorbed in the bloodstream through the small intestine before they even reach our gut bacteria, making these enzymes basically useless to humans. Another thing is that oxalates cannot just be cooked away because they're very heat resistant. The only real way to lower oxalate in foods is to boil your veggies to complete mush and discard the excess water, which can lower the oxalate content by about a third by leaching out some of the soluble oxalates, but never fully getting rid of them. This list will give you an idea of all the things that can make you more sensitive to oxalates or even make your body produce more oxalate. If you still don't believe in the dangers of oxalates, just look up what happened to famous actor Liam Hemsworth when he went vegan and drank green smoothies every day for 3 weeks, causing him to form a massive giant kidney stone that required surgery to remove. At the end of the day, there's no dietary requirement for oxalate. If you have to go through this whole process of detoxifying something just to eat it, why would you even eat it at all? Well, why would you want to eat something just for its nutrients to be stolen and excreted, serving no purpose to your biological needs? Regardless of whatever diet you're doing, anyone can safely transition to a low oxalate lifestyle without any detrimental health consequences. Just you have to be careful because oxalates are so toxic that when you start to remove them, the detoxification process can cause lots of issues for months, even years, depending on how much you ate throughout your life. So that's it for Plant Toxins Part 1, guys. Oxalates are a corrosive and toxic chemical that plants produce to protect themselves. They're just one of hundreds of thousands of other chemicals that exist in plants that we eat today. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. God bless y'all.